Gadgets galore at CES this year, but the biggest theme, according to my next guest, is the Internet of Things. So joining us now to break that down is Ed McGuire. He's Managing Director and Senior Analyst at CLSA. Ed, thanks for joining us today.
Good morning, Morgan.
So you said the biggest part of the show boils down to two things this year, basically home automation and wearables. Let's start with home automation. Is 2015 the year that consumers will see a big change in how their homes operate?
Absolutely. This is the year where what's happened is we've had three giants, Samsung, Google, and Apple, or we can use the acronym GAS, have all invested in automation hubs. Samsung bought SmartThings, Google bought Nest, and Apple has released its HomeKit. You have the smartphone, which is a sort of a master remote, and then you have wireless connectivity standards like Zigbee, Z-Wave, and Wi-Fi that make it really easy for manufacturers of all types of devices, whether it be security or appliances, to make their devices smarter. So we're poised for an inflection of smart and connected products this year.
And let's talk a little bit about wearables, because that was the biggest theme last year, and it's really big again this year. And of course, just as we get reports that maybe Apple's going to release its smartwatch in March, what's the difference this year?
Well, we've seen a lot of expectations that were quite elevated last year be somewhat dashed. I think the wearables market is a market of many different niche markets. It's not really a platform technology like the PC market or smartphones were. Part of the reason is that just because of the size and limits of battery life, wearables have to be tethered to smartphones. What is different now is we are starting to see, certainly around smartwatches, that fashion is becoming really important. So a company called WeThings has just launched an analog watch. You have Misfit Wearables has launched a partnership with Swarovski. So people want something to look good, but they also want the functions like alerting, which are especially useful for women who don't carry phones around in their pocket to tell them when somebody important is calling them.
Okay, so wearables, home automation. The other big theme that we've seen is autos, the Internet of Things infiltrating the auto industry. What do you think is going to be the biggest trend moving forward, at least this year?
Yeah, the self-driving cars or certainly semi-automated safety enhancements are a big theme, and we've seen Volkswagen, Ford, BMW, and Mercedes have all demonstrated different capabilities. I think what's going to be notable over the next year are these partnerships between the automakers and the home automation vendors like Nest, where you can program your rice cooker to start up a pot of rice when you're a mile from home on your evening commute, or start the air conditioning to cool down the house if on a really hot day when you're 5 minutes away from home. So what you'll start to see is a lot of these combined services that combine connectivity, safety, as well as home convenience.
And Ed, just one more quick last question for you. Is there one product in particular you're most excited about?
I'd have to say that the home automation hubs are, as a category, I think are ready to take off. So Samsung's SmartThings hub is certainly very exciting, and what Google is doing with Nest and artificial intelligence is very exciting. So as a category, I'd be watching those home automation hubs.
It's really quite amazing. It's like a sci-fi movie from the 70s or 80s, and it's all coming to fruition now. It's really cool. Ed McGuire, thanks for joining us. Thank you for watching. I'm Morgan Brennan. Have a great day.